Good afternoon, everyone. So today we shall be talking about the next topic of today, that is history of travel and tourism. History of travel and tourism is very important for every one of us. We, being in the profession of travel and tourism trade, it's very important. So let's get started with the history of travel and tourism. Throughout history, people have needed to travel for survival, for trade, conquest, or curiosity. Very little is known about the prehistoric period between 40,000 BC to 10,000 BC, as no word records exist. But after that period, we have records in form of archaeological records, cave paintings, growth of tourism, thereby will be studied under the different periods. So the first period that we'll be talking about today is the ancient period or the early civilization period. Civilization developed around 10,000 BC to 8,000 BC in the Neolithic period, when people began living together and developed settlement. Agriculture developed and trade began almost various settlements. Travel on animals began and the military movement to acquire land and conquer tribes started. Journey was difficult and dangerous by land and by sea. Creation of path and mode of transportation, growth of cities near main roads. Next, we have the imperial or early empire period. Tourism was established during the early empires of Egypt, Persia, Rome, China, and India. Transport was made available and development of road networks, highways, roads, and paths started in this period. Development of accommodation, checkpost, and chowkis started in this period. People used to travel with servants, kitchen utensils, tents, as well as animals. Hunting for animals was common for their own survival, because without hunting, they wouldn't be able to survive. That was the basic mode through which they used to feed up their stomach. Silk Route. Silk Route was a major route for caravans carrying silk and other luxury items from China to India and the Middle East, which began as early as 2000 BC. The Kushan empires opened and protected the Silk Roads. Movement of people from east to west to exchange silk, muslin, porcelain, tea, rice, and spices soon started. Indian ships left Indian ports bound for the Roman Empire. Navigation was done by stars. Rome sent back gold coins and wines. New ideas and customs were changed. Next came the pilgrimage tourism or Tirth Yatra for religion, belief, release from war side and sickness, earn God's grace, fairs and ritual, advantageous knowledge of geography, adventure, spiritual and social approval, cultural enhanced group and family tour. Next came the European Renaissance. It was great cultural movement that began early in 1300 AD and it was spread to countries like England, France, Germany, Spain and other countries in the late 1400s and ended about 1600 AD. During the Middle Age, the Church was a patron of arts. The Renaissance or rebirth was a period of change and the revival of Greek and Roman culture. Painters and sculptors during the period tried to give their works a spiritual quality and unrealistic human figures which represented religious ideas. We have the Grand Tour. In Western Europe, tours were conducted by wealthy social elite class for culture, education, for pleasure, literacy, health purpose, science and business. Impact of Grand Tour: increase in the knowledge of art, intellectual, craft and skills, social and economic status. Next we have transition period or industrial era. The Transitional Revolution, which occurred in the late 18th and 19th century, was a period when major changes occurred in agriculture, manufacturing and transportation. It started firstly in Britain and then spread throughout the world. The first product of industrial revolution to affect tourism was the development of steam engine. Steam engine was said to be the first one. The first product of industrial revolution to affect tourism was the development of steam engine. Later change in technology, increase in income, and rapid industrialization and professionalism helped the tourism to grow fast. British era brought much development like railways, education, adventure, leisure travel, dak bungalows, and circuit houses. Modern period. Development in railway, airlines, formation of Ministry in Tourism in the year 1990, government policies like LTC, etc. Then comes the evolution and growth of hotels in India. Finally, the hotel industry soon started flourishing. In 1964, the government of India set up three corporations: India Tourism and Hotel Corporation, the India Tourism Corporation Limited, India Tourism and Transportation Corporation. In 1966, Government of India merged these corporations and formed a new corporation, that is ITDC, India Tourism Development Corporation Limited. Many hotels opened in India like Oberoi in 1934, Welcome Group in 1975, Taj in 1903, Leela, Park Hotel, JP Hotels, and many more. So with this, the hospitality hotel industry soon got flourished and it emerged to be a popular among the other various sectors. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you're able to understand about today's topic on history of travel and trade. Thank you so much.